Photography in VRChat. In VRChat, people take some of the most absolutely stunning photos. Say cheese! In VRChat, you really have an endless arsenal of worlds to explore. Like, it is crazy how many incredible worlds there are in VRChat. Like, for no reason. Look at this, or even this. See, I think something that makes VRChat photography super accessible to a lot of people is that you have a lot to work with for free. After buying a headset, full body tracking, base stations, track straps, buying an avatar, and boot assets to create your custom avatar, probably also pay for VRChat Plus because you want a profile picture. You know, like normally a photographer in the real world needs to travel and take all these breathtaking pictures of nature and stuff. Or even if they're just taking a regular photo shoot, you still need to buy the equipment. In VRChat, you can literally travel anywhere you want with one click. It's really incredible. Whether it's the avatars or the beautiful worlds, or the combination of both being utilized for the ultimate photo. A good avatar and a good world, like pizza and ranch.
Yummers.
Pizza and ranch?
Yeah, pizza and ranch.
You put ranch on pizza?
Yeah, what, you don't do that?
Dude, what? Who the fuck puts ranch on pizza?
Have you ever fucking tried it?
Yeah, dude, it fucking sucks. Only psychopaths do shit like that.
No, they don't. Dude, that's not fucking weird at all. It tastes
Dude,
fucking
I've
good.
never seen someone put ranch on pizza and be like, oh, dude, ranch on pizza. Like, this is so good.
You're telling me-
who the fuck puts ranch on pizza?
You're telling me you've never seen someone put ranch and pizza together?
Have you ever bought a pizza from Domino's or Papa John's? And have you ever seen ranch in the pizza box? No, it's the garlic sauce and the marinara sauce. Who the fuck puts ranch on pizza?
They literally have ranch on the fucking menu. You can order the ranch sauce. Ranch is
not
made
for
for
the
fucking
pizza.
Yes,
It's
it
not
is.
for the pizza,
What is it
no.
fucking for? What is it fucking
Ranch on
for?
pizza.
Photography and virtual reality. I know it sounds silly if you're not familiar with VRChat, but let me tell you, I think it's the coolest shit ever. Today, I have hand-selected a couple of VRChat photographers that I really enjoy myself, and I will be asking them a couple of questions about how they do the things they do. So let's get right into it. Alright, Weekend, would you like to introduce yourself?
Alright. Hello, I'm the Weekend, or A Weekend. I was LNJ's Best Photographer nominated last year. I do Twitter content, and it's pretty much the extent of what I'm known for, other than VR acting or voice acting. I'm glad to be here.
I love your fucking work, by the way. I hope you know I voted for you on that.
yeah. I appreciate that, Heavy.
When and why did you start VRChat photography, Weekend?
I started my VRChat photography back in like mid 2022. Why did I do it? Honestly, it was just pastime at that time. I just thought I could show my model off on an online platform, and I'll be real, I didn't talk with many people, so I thought that would be a good way to pick up some social credit and, you know, show it off what I can really do.
Okay, cool. So do you do photography in real life?
There are points where I do take photos IRL. Like, you know, actually, you know, my friend being here right in real life can attest that I take videos and I take photos of like whenever we go on adventures and stuff.
Okay.
So it's not just a VR thing, but I love capturing the beauty of the real world too. Because, you know, there's so much to see, not only in the virtual space where we can create wherever we want, but in real life, it's good to take inspiration.
Of course. What makes you want to keep taking photos in VRChat?
What makes me keep wanting to do it is that I have a lot of inspiration from my friends that I look at them and I'm like, I can do that eventually. And me seeing my progress getting better and better ultimately makes me want to just continue and inspire others at some point. I don't know how much, if I ever get to old, but I like inspiring people and I like making people feel well and justified with themselves. So getting to that point, I want to get a better understanding of where that point is, because I know some of my friends inspire me. I just want to do the same.
So what is your method for taking photos in VRChat, and do you edit your photos?
My method, it's hard to explain, but when I'm not using like a regular camera, I'm going to start actually using one of the newer cameras I just released. and I'm gonna try to get better with that. But I've been using the regular VRChat camera for quite a long time, and I do have an editing process. It just depends on my mood. Usually, if I'm just like I want to go to bed and I need to post something before bed, so I just do quick edits on my PC or do quick edits on a phone app.
Okay.
And other times when I'm not, I'll go into Photoshop and Adobe Lightroom and adjust and tweak things. I try to make things as bright and colorful as possible when I'm not doing like a dark array. It honestly just depends on the vibe of the post and my mood.
Cool. You are the photographer, so lead the way, and I am your puppet, dude. You tell me what to do.
So usually when I'm taking photos, I like to image how the photo will come out in the end before I even take the photo. So for instance, I want to try to get a pose of Alex like escaping out the horizon, I should say. And usually when you want to position a camera, you want to position it, when you're taking photos of other people at least, you want to position it pretty far away, and then you want to zoom in, because getting the zoom in creates a projecting effect that you're actually like taking a selfie, but you're not. You're trying to show the people your avatar. I always want people to see the avatar. The background is good. I do like capturing the background, but I also want to make sure that your avatar and your personality is being shown within the photo. And whenever you are taking photos, always use focus when you can. Focus is your best friend to make pictures look beautiful. I'm going to position the camera right here. I'm going to go to semi-auto focus. I'm going to turn the aperture all the way down to at least 5. 3, 4, or 5 usually works. And then I have the attendee, whoever that might be, position themselves not within the middle of the camera, but within like specific boundaries. You have to be very assertive of what you want to do and where you want to do it, because a lot of people are going to say, "What pose do I do? Where do I move?"
Right.
Just tell them. just tell them what you're envisioning. Don't beat around the bush.
Gotcha,
So I want you to stand right here.
Okay.
I'm admiring you. I'm admiring what's happening in the background, and show off your absolute immense aura, because you are the radical Alex.
Okay. So essentially, Weekend was very hands-on, and I actually like that a lot because I don't know how to pose. He was very direct, very assertive. It was really good, and I think these photos came out pretty good. I'm a big fan of them. All right, let's go on to the next photographer.
Hi, my name's Belle. It's nice to meet you.
When and why did you start VRChat photography?
I started it back when I was... just because they started Unity 3 years ago when I first pulled this one out of the head of mine. And during my progress of such, I felt like it would be amazing to capture something great in one image. There were complications, but that is the process of such photos. You don't start out well. But during time, you get better and better. But I'm just happy how things turned out, really.
Okay. Do you do photography in real life?
Sadly, I do not. I'm just starting here at first, but I'd like this more than the outside world. There's so many worlds here, so many models that I can just capture in one image for others to admire. Real life doesn't really provide such things. Traveling costs money, so
True.
here, you go anywhere you like.
That is the magic of VRChat, right?
But things so.
What makes you want to keep taking photos?
I like to say I enjoy and love it so much. Seeing friends thrive, seeing them improve their models bit by bit, and their creativity, it makes me really happy. I just enjoy it a lot. I just love the beauty in things. Like, God gave us such imagination and free will that our imagination can become reality with enough hard work here and there, and like so, things like this is created.
What is your method for taking photos and or editing?
I would say the angle, the focus, the world, and the shaders really do matter when it comes to taking photos. In some cases, you can mix and match, but sometimes it just doesn't work, sadly. But best I can say is, people who are out there having difficulty taking shots, just imagine your eyes as the camera, okay? See the angle, the distance, capture that.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys also seen in Twitter or anything like that, photos taken are best taken when it's from far away and using, let's just say, the semi-focus. It really does determine either the portrait or the landscape.
Right.
It's such. Photo-wise, shaders, the color of the model and the model itself, and the lighting does really matter in such worlds. Worlds are bright, some are dark, some out of balance, really.
Right.
But as for the editing, I just use simple stuff. I don't need to like mash it together like a Picasso or the Mona Lisa. It doesn't take that much time.
All right, so Belle over here is gonna take me to another world, and we're gonna do a photo shoot. However, she wants me to use another avatar, so I will be switching into a different Alex. And here we are. Let's get started.
Shall we depart?
Oh, awesome.
Let's prepare ourselves. First, there's a few places I want to take photos of you. First one's the crosswalk. The other one's that bench over there. And let's just start with those two segments for now.
Okay, cool. All right, where's the
Just
first
stand
one?
here, look pretty and dazzling, strike a pose for me, and I'll start working my magic.
All right, cool. And of all the photographers I interviewed in this video, I believe that Belle was the most creative out of all of them when it came to poses. She had so many pose ideas that I started getting sore. Just standing and holding postures became really exhausting really fast. It was totally worth it in the end though, because all these photos came out amazing. On to the next photographer. Alright, so when and why did you start VRChat photography?
It's honestly ages ago. I can't remember the exact date, of course, right? Because I'm fucking like loose in the head. But let's say it's about 3-4 years ago. I started taking pictures for Twitter as like a sort of thing to do for myself, because I was learning model work at the time, right?
Right.
I was learning my own, kind of making my own little things, trying out stuff, and I decided, no, I'll just use Twitter to post my progress, and someone likes it, they like it, and kind of went from there. And I took a couple of big breaks, like half a year, 8 months, or whatever the fuck. And then another one of 2 months. I just took breaks because I just kept burning out. And that was because I was forcing myself like on a schedule and stuff, and try to get as many pictures out as possible, be on set schedule, blah 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 blah, and I would just post whenever the hell I want. I tried to like become part of the crowd, and I'm more stand out of the crowd. I put make myself stand out, like I stand out. But ESL, English second language, please.
You're good.
I'm not very ordinary when it comes to photography, really. I don't know any of the theory and stuff behind it, but I started to kind of show off what I created, and I did that about 4 years ago.
Okay. Do you do photography in real life?
I occasionally do photography in real life. I go city tripping occasionally throughout my country, the Netherlands. Everything here is very like European and very like unique. Until you get to like the bigger cities where it's called just like high rises and stuff. You know, just don't go big cities. I like taking pictures of scenery and pretty lights and water as well. I like taking pictures of like the water side, because there's a lot of water in my country because we live like between rivers and very close to the ocean, so it's just rivers and everything everywhere. You know, I take nice reflection shots and all that kind of stuff. I'd say I do photography and stuff IRL as well. Yeah, I'm not very good at it, and I only recently am borrowing an actual digital camera from my brother.
Oh, okay.
Because he got a new one, so I have a digital camera now with that I can actually take pictures with. I just need to get an SD card reader.
Right.
After that, I'll probably go travel around to like a decently sized city and then go take pictures.
Okay, cool.
Something to show off when he gets his camera back.
Awesome, awesome.
Resells it.
Before I interviewed you, I actually figured you'd say yes, or at least that was my assumption, because do you remember that one night you sent me just randomly out of nowhere in my Discord DMs, you sent me some picture of the fucking moon, and you're like, dude, isn't this shit awesome? I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome. So I figured like already knowing like
Yeah, that was only with my cell phone. It was with my phone.
Right. Which yeah, like it was like
nowadays phones have just good cameras.
Right.
But, yeah,
And I could tell
randomly some pictures. Like if you're in my recents, you'll randomly just catch a picture from me.
Right. Like yeah, because I like obviously you could tell it was like phone quality, but I was still like, what was in the photo was like I was like, damn, that's a really nice photo. It was like at 2 a.m. out of nowhere, dude. I was like, thanks, dude. This is awesome. Was it? I don't remember. No,
it was winter time. I'm pretty sure it was winter time, so it was late. It was early like nights for me.
Oh, okay. It's the little things, dude.
Shows you the fucking moon.
What makes you want to keep taking photos in VRChat?
I just keep making stuff to show off, I guess. My friends all have pretty creations of their own. Some of them created with help that I put, like help I extended and stuff. Like it's nice to see things I was a part of, or I know of, and that I hold dear. Like expand on their own style and learn and stuff. It's primarily all the pictures I take are of my friends. Like it's a large part of my VRChat like folders are nowadays. I'd say since about like November last year, I started taking like candid shots of my friends as like a kind of joke thing. But I'm being dead honest, I just get really high and I like taking pictures of people.
That's
and
awesome.
They just turn out very well.
Your photos
I just had a lot of practice.
Your photos are fantastic. I know I've told you before, but I mean, obviously that's why I picked you. But yeah, no, like I remember that. I remember you used to only, before we got close, you would exclusively do like only take photos of yourself. And then when we got closer, I saw
I remember checking my having my friends go through their VRChat folders of pictures of their friends and how much fun they've had on the weekend, all that kind of stuff, and how some people would have like 100 pictures for a single weekend, and they'd have to sift through all of them, blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, I don't have any pictures of this weekend. I don't have any pictures of last weekend or the weekend before that. The only pictures I have are of me that I was about to post on Twitter, and looking through my VRChat folder just got kind of sad because there was no pictures of anything but me. It was during a very lonely part of my life, honestly. So I decided to just take pictures of other people instead, and now I just do candids or semi-candids.
I feel like that's like a really nice thing to like come to a realization of, because like there's been so many times that like people know me for like taking a bunch of photos. Obviously my photos aren't like anything super good quality. I just take photos like a fucking Facebook mom, dude. And people are like, I've had so many people tell me like, oh dude, I need to start taking more photos because like they're fucking memories, and it's, you know, it's awesome. I have photos from all the way back to 2019.
Now I can look back on like a bunch of the folders, especially since December. From that's when I really started to hammer in like, I'm not gonna take pictures exclusively of myself.
Right.
And I actually went out of my way to just start taking pictures of people at random, and just because this is around the time the Prince feature released, remember? So you could just take a picture of someone, print it out, and then show it to them immediately, and then have a pretty picture of themselves to save and give it a caption. I love the Prince feature. It's by far the biggest thing they've added for me.
It's so cool. It's something I didn't think I wanted, and then when I got it, I thought it was the coolest shit ever. It's so good. I love it.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was stupid at first, but I got very, very into it with the whole picture taking. I never get below, like, the lowest I've gone in terms of prints saved is 48.
Really?
In the last, like, 3 months.
Wow.
I'm always full on prints. I try to get the 48 every weekend. I try to get the 48, like by purging all the rest, and then only the good ones stay. You know, like dangling keys. If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. It's you. What are you doing? What are you doing? I couldn't see because my fucking window is in the way. Okay. So what is your method for taking photos and editing?
I don't, like I said earlier in the interview, I don't know any theory. I don't really have a method. I just it's to me, I've grown into my own style of I don't really know anything, but I know everything. So I've just bashed my head against the wall over and over and over and over again until I found like something that works, and I just do that over and over and over again, and eventually everything keeps working, and then I have my own little style. And I completely forgot what the question was.
You're good, you're good. The question was, what is your method for taking photos and editing? So, do you do any editing?
Editing, I do editing as well. My photos are just primarily just candids or semi-candids, where I call out someone's name, or I have them repeat what they were doing, and I thought that was like a good angle or something. Because I'll just see them in the wild, right? If someone's playing pool, they lean down in a specific way, and then I'm just so happen to be at like a good angle for them to be like taking a picture of. I'll have them repeat what they did, and like that's a semi-candid, I call it.
Right.
Because it's not really candid. I'm not taking it in the moment. I'm just making them repeat something. That's what I'd say is my style of things. That or like a pin-up style.
You know, I was gonna say, I didn't even think about that till you just said it. But like, yeah, I think some of my favorite photos from you are the candid ones. One of them being the one with Rika in the background, me talking to Shibi, and it's like I wish Alex would look at me the way Alex talks to Shibi or whatever. You know what?
I wish someone would look at me the way fucking Rika does and fucking Alex.
That's what it was, yeah.
That's what I said. I don't have it saved anymore. I don't have it saved anymore. I would have printed it out for the fucking class to see. You ask Rika for it. He probably has it.
Rika definitely has it, dude. I thought aren't you the one that's always printing it out?
I'll find it.
Is it Rika the one that's always printing it out?
No, it's always Rika.
Oh my god, I thought that was always you. That's so fucking funny.
Rika really likes that print. As for editing, I primarily use Photoshop. With the camera raw filters, the built-in features is essentially just Lightroom. So you can say I use Photoshop and Lightroom for my photo editing, and I've used the same like bashing my head against the wall approach, where I just fiddle with sliders and this looks pretty, and I keep that, and anything that doesn't look pretty I toss away. I fuck with shit until it works, really.
Alright, Ooha, what's the game plan here?
So what the game plan is for my photography segment is that I'm going to make Alex recreate a print that I took in this world. I'm going to show him where I took it, and then I'm going to kind of guide him in the direction of taking a similar-ish picture. And then I hope that turns out well, and then I will edit it for him, show how I'm going to do the editing, and send him Mars Merry fucking away with a pretty picture, I guess. This is what he'll be copying over. Your example, right? So in this picture, let's first analyze the pose, right? Reanalyze the pose. How am I sitting?
You kind of like spreading, like no.
So what you can do is just do 1 foot on the couch and then 1 foot off the couch.
Oh, like I see what you. Okay,
what I'm doing. See?
Like this.
Yeah, now you sit in the beanbag, where I will use print mode, of course, because I like printing out prints. Under behavior, I use smooth because I like smoothing out the camera.
Okay.
Because I have shaky hands. And then for focus, I use semi-auto focus, ranging from 15 to 32-ish aperture, around that range, the slider. And that generally works the best for me for what I try to capture in my pictures, which is just a character focus shot generally. If you get all those settings set up the same, you'll get a similar-ish picture, and I'll walk you through the editing as well.
Cool.
Use that off camera though.
Yeah.
Alright, so I actually do want you to take this picture though, so you're gonna have to put your little recording thingy away for a second.
Okay.
And then what I also use for pictures is I always use a decent amount of zoom to decrease the FOV, and I make everything closer together, right? Closer to the camera. So you use for this picture, I used about I'd say like about a third-ish of the bar. Try to get the framing to be similar, right? Try to get the like space taken in on the image similar.
Right. All right, Ooha, how do you think I did here?
Overall, I'd say for compared to your general pictures, which are just very casual, like selfies and just group pictures and things that just people doing stuff around, this is definitely a lot more of a like produced look on it. You definitely recreated something as well. I would say to shift your angling a bit down more, so you're in shot more, and at least both your ears are entirely in shot.
Okay.
Because one of your ears here is clipping. You got a lot of dead space right here, which should have been the windmill tip. But overall, I'd say this is a massive improvement over what you usually do.
Thank you. Couldn't have done it without you. What would you give it out of 10? 1 to 10.
It's all 6.5.
6.5. Okay, cool.
Passing grade, bro.
It is a passing grade. Hey, man. Hello, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun interviewing all these wonderful VRChat photographers. They're all really good friends of mine, and they take wonderful photos. Please, if you haven't, definitely check their socials. They're mostly on Twitter, and they're just constantly feeding my feed with great photos. Delicious. How do I do an outro? I don't know what to say. Oh yeah, hey, I got an idea. Check this out, right? Crazy idea. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to me, you should definitely subscribe, because I definitely have plans to make a lot more long form videos. I got a few projects in the works. They're coming. They're all coming along. Goodbye, and I hope to see you in the next video. Ciao.